Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my finds of the day. So this is part 2. So of course, as I said, part 1, if you want to go ahead and watch part 1. Part 1 is the vintage Christmas lights, and of course part 2 is the vintage light bulbs that I got. So of course, a lot of the bulbs that are in here, a lot of them are vintage, and then a lot of them, of course, I picked up for future use, of course. So yeah. We'll start off with this bulb first. So this is a Sylvania 40 watt 120 volt decorative flame incandescent bulb, which this is really cool too. I found that they had a whole lot of these there, so I think I pretty much picked up all of these because these are very cool bulbs, of course, with the swirled glass. I also do have a clear version of this as well. It's made by the GE brand, um, which that's cool as well. So of course there's that. So I think this is probably the newer one or the older one, but um, I found a couple of these ones too. But of course they're the same exact thing. But the only difference here is, which you can kind of see what's different, is these actually have the Phillips type base with the little rotary base, which I really like that. So the ones in this pack seem to be older because they have the Phillips type base. I'd probably say this one's probably slightly newer. But yeah, as you can tell, the other ones have the Phillips type base on them, which I thought that was really cool. So I got a couple packs of these. So of course these are new old stock, as you can see. These ones are actually 25 watts. This one is actually 40 watts. So there is oh yeah, I didn't really notice that there's a difference in the wattage, because like when I picked these up, I thought they were all the same wattage, but these are actually 25 watt. Of course, flame shaped soft white bulbs. So of course these are in the older style packaging. Of course the shape of the bulb is F15 in shape. So there's that. So of course here's the information on the package. If you want to pause and read that, you can. These ones were actually made in Mexico, so these are actually good quality bulbs, so that's really cool. I don't know if we have a date code on these. Let's see. I don't really see a date code on these. But yeah, there's those. So of course, new old stock, so that's cool. Let's see. We'll move on to a CFL bulb next. So of course, this would have been a 4 bulb value pack. Actually, no, I think it might have been maybe a 6 bulb value pack or something like that, because half of the package is missing. Either a 6 bulb or a 4 bulb value pack, but of course these are the Sylvania Micro Mini CFLs. Of course, 60 watt replacement, only uses 13 watts. 2700K, which is warm white. So of course, long lasting, instant on, and energy savings. These put out 825 lumens, which that's pretty cool. Of course, now smaller than ever. So this is when I think this is when Sylvania was coming out with the more compact spiral bulbs. Because of course they did, Sylvania did sell these compact spirals for the longest time, because of course I got the 23 watt version of these at Lowe's, like I think that was like probably a year ago or 2 years ago now. I found the 23 watt equivalent ones of these and the 60 watt equivalent ones of these spirals as well. But yeah, of course here's the information on the back. If you want to pause and read this, you can. So there's that. Of course, it does talk about a standard 60 watt incandescent puts out 850 lumens, and then of course it says the spiral puts out 825 lumens. So a few lumens dimmer than the incandescent, but yeah, of course there's that. So we'll set that off to the side. Next up, we'll take a look at this vintage GE. So this is a General Electric 25 watt 120 volt soft white incandescent bulb. So this is a 25 watt incandescent bulb, which I thought this was kind of interesting as well, because I always do like getting the I always enjoy finding these older incandescent bulbs like this with the older General Electric etch, which that's really cool. Of course, you just have the standard base, as you can see, so yeah, there's that. Set that one off to the side. Next up, we'll take a look at these. So now, of course, these are not that old, because of course I remember getting these. Getting these like probably like a couple years ago or so. So these aren't that old. These are more of modern incandescent bulbs. But I picked these up, of course, for future use. So this would have been a 6-pack of Sylvania Double Life 40-watt frosted incandescent bulbs. So these are really cool as well. Of course, as you can tell, there's the Sylvania etch, as you can see. So that's nice. So of course these have the bent tip. So I got these for use for the ceiling fans or the outdoor fixtures that I have that use these. So of course it does talk about the operating position that you can burn these in. So you can burn them up or on the side. You can't burn them base down. Or I mean, you can't burn them like that. But of course you can put them in chandeliers, wall sconces, enclosed outdoor fixtures. So of course you can put them in those outdoor type fixtures, which that's nice. So of course here's the information. If you want to pause and read that, you can. So of course there's that. So I got 2 packs of those. See if I can grab the other one out. Of course, here's the other one. Of course, the same exact thing, the same 40-watt, candelabra bulbs. And of course, this has all 6 of them. And the other one has 5 of them. So yeah. So there's those. And then our next bulb that we'll take a look at is this. So this is really cool too. I always do like sometimes I'm always on the lookout for the 3-way CFL bulbs as well, because I think those are really unique as well. Of course, I do have a 3-way CFL that's made by the Commercial Electric brand. I still have to make a video on that, but I found this one at the estate sale as well, and of course this is also new old stock as well. So this is the Utilitech. This is bright white. So this is a 3-way bulb, as you can see. So of course compares it to a incandescent, which is 50, 100, 150. The CFL, as you can tell, is 12 watt, 21 watt, and 32 watt. So of course that's the wattage on that. And then of course here's the brightness levels. We got 570 lumens, 1450 lumens, and 2262 lumens. So the color temperature of this is 3500K, so kind of a little bit on the warmer side and a little bit on the cooler side. So there's that. So of course here's the information on the back. If you want to pause and read this, you can. It does look like it does come with a with a little attachment there for the lamp. So I guess this is probably for the harp of the lamp. So like, cause the bulb's probably like really big, so you need to probably extend the harp of the lamp out. Cause it does come, looks like it comes with little harp extenders, which that's kind of interesting. And then of course for 3-way sockets only. So of course you can't use this in a regular socket because it won't work. But yeah, there's that. Set that off to the side as well. Next up, we'll take a look at these. I thought these were really cool as well. So these are, I thought these were really cool because these are in the older style of packaging, which this is really cool. So of course these are the Sylvania Vanity Light 25 watt globe incandescent bulbs with safety circuit. That's kind of interesting. These actually have a safety circuit on them. That's really cool. So of course these are older bulbs, as you can tell, because the design of the package, as you can see. So of course if you want to pause and read that, you can. And then of course it does talk about the safety circuit there. So that's really cool. Let's see. These ones were made in Korea. So of course you can burn these base up or base down, which that's nice. Of course they show the fixtures that you can use them in. You can use it in an outside post light and of course in the bathroom lights as well. So there's those. Those are new old stock, so that's really cool. Now we'll start off with a really cool old bulb. So I found like 2 of these older GE bulbs. So of course these are really old, and these are actually really cool. So this is of course this is in the older GE packaging, as you can tell. So this is the GE soft white 3-way Moggle base bulb. So this is 100, 200, and 300 watts. Which that's really cool. So of course, here's the light output on here. So 1320 lumens, 33 lumens, or 3300 lumens, 4620 lumens. So yeah, there's that. So this is really cool. I always like finding these older Moggle base bulbs as well, because these are getting quite rare nowadays. They're getting harder to find. So of course there's a nice etch on there as well. So of course here's the information on it. If you want to pause and read that, you can. So yeah, there's that. Of course there's the nice Moggle base there, as you can tell. But yeah, this is really cool. I always like finding these older 3-way Moggle base bulbs. So there's that one. And then I also found another GE one, but this one's in a different style packaging, as you can tell. Of course, this one looks like it has more of a different style of etch on it. So that's really cool. Of course, it looks like we kind of have the same lumen output on this. And the shape of this bulb is the PS25 in shape, so that's the shape of the bulb. So of course, here's the information on this. If you want to pause and read this, you can. So of course it talks about the different types of bulbs that GE made, which I do like that. So we got general purpose lighting, we got flood lighting, and globe lighting. And then of course here's some information on this side as well. So this was made in the USA, which that's the best part, because this is a good quality bulb. And then of course we have the same type of base as well. So yeah, there's that. Set this one off to the side as well. Let's see. Take a look at these next. So of course this is this only has 1 bulb in it. Originally would have been a 2 bulb value pack at the time, but these are clear light bulbs. So of course these are B10 in shape, which these are kind of interesting as well. This kind of has an interesting filament design to it, as you can see, so there's that. We don't have the older Philips type base like the other ones do. Yeah, there's that. So of course here's the information on this. If you want to pause and read this, you can. And these were also made in the USA, which is the best part, because these are also good quality bulbs as well, so there's that. Of course, here's another one of those Sylvania spirals. So of course this would have went to the value pack of bulbs there. Of course, there's what the etch looks like for that. Oh, this is actually different, because yeah, the other ones in the pack said 825 lumens. This actually says 850 lumens. So this might be more of the slightly newer one. But as you can tell, look at how small and compact that is. That is a very nice, small, compact spiral bulb. So that's really cool. So we'll set that off to the side. Let's see here. And yes, here's one of those Sylvania 23 watt equivalent spirals I was talking about. So of course these were the, of course I have the same type of spirals in service in the ceiling fan that we have. So of course this is a Sylvania 23 watt 120 volt. This puts out 2700K, which is warm white. And this is This is the, of course, like the micro mini version, just like those. And these actually, these put out 1640 lumens, so these are actually slightly brighter, because of course, the other ones that I have in service, which are more the slightly newer ones, before they discontinued them, they put out 1600 lumens. These actually put out 1640. So that's kind of interesting. So of course, this is the warm white version. So we'll set that off to the side as well. Let's see. Next up, we'll take a look at some older ceramic party bulbs, which these are really cool as well. So this is the etch is a little hard to read. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on this one. It's very hard to read on this one, but this is a see if I can see it. It's kind of hard to read. I think these are the it's like it's a GE 25-watt ceramic party bulb. Of course, a nice vintage one as well, so that's really cool. The red one has a better etch, so I'll show you the etch on the red one. Of course, these also have a very nice brass. This also has a very nice brass base, as you can see. So yeah, that's nice as well. So we'll take a look at the red one. The red one has more of a visible etch on it. So of course, here's the red one. There you go. You can kind of see that a little bit better. I can get that to focus on there a little bit better. There you go. You can kind of see it. So of course, it says GE 25 watt, 115 to 125 volt. So yeah, of course, here's the red ceramic bulb. This is a very nice red, as you can tell, and it also does have the very nice brass base, as you can see. So yeah, there's that. So I found two of those vintage ceramic party bulbs. So those are always cool to find as well. And then, of course, here's our last ceramic party bulb that I found as well. So this is a vintage Dammer 40-watt orange, 130 volt. So this is a ceramic orange incandescent bulb. So that's cool. This is made in Korea, as you can see. So we'll take a look at this as well. So this is also new old stock as well. And of course, this is what the ceramic orange looks like. That's really cool. Let's see, this is of course 40-watt 130 volt, made in Korea. And this also has a very nice brass base as well, so that's cool. So you can tell this is more like a, looks like it's more like an A19 in shape. But yeah, there's that. So we'll go ahead and put this back in the package here. So of course, all these bulbs will eventually get their own video as well. So we'll set that off to the side. And of course, here's some more of the Sylvania flame type bulbs. So of course, these are the 40-watt ones. So of course, that was one of the other ones that I showed. That was missing in the package there. But of course, here's what the package would have looked like for these. So of course, these are the same type of bulbs that don't have the Philips rotary base on. So of course, if you want to pause and read that, you can. So there's that. And then oh yeah, here's another set of the 40-watt ones, but these are in an older style packaging, so it's kind of in the same style packaging as the 25-watt ones. So yeah, these don't have the Philips type base on them, but these are still really cool though, because these are older ones. These also have the safety circuit as well, so that's going to be kind of interesting to see how the safety circuit works. I think it it protects the bulb from blowing out or something like that, or messing up the socket. It does talk about it on here. But yeah, there's that. So if you want to pause and read that, you can. See, these ones, there's that. So we'll set that off to the side as well. Next up, we'll take a look at some GE Energy Smart CFL spiral bulbs. These are, of course, new old stock as well. Of course, 60 watt equivalent. So only use 13 watts. Of course, 825 lumens. So that's cool. Of course, here's the information on the back of these. If you want to pause and read that, you can. Those up there. Next ball we'll take a look at is this as well. So of course, here's another one of those Sylvania A17 incandescent bulbs. This is a Sylvania 34 watt super saver. I think that would have said 120 volt. So yeah, of course the edge is a little worn away on this bulb, but this is a vintage Sylvania A17 bulb. So I think this is an incandescent version. Of course, also do have some halogen versions as well, which are 72 watts. So I thought this was really cool as well to find, because this is a nice vintage one. So there's that. And then let's see, we'll take a look at this as well. So I also put this in here as well. Of course, this is one of those those photocell controlled socket adapters, which I really like these a lot as well. This one is made by Intermatic, so that's nice. So kind of the same company that made Malibu. Oh wow, this is actually made in the USA, which is the best part because this is actually a good quality photocell adapter. So that's nice. And I thought this one was kind of unique because this actually has 2 photocells on it, which that's really cool. So of course you have a photocell right there, and you also have a photocell right there as well. So this has 2 photocells to it, which that's really cool. And it also does have a very nice brass base, as you can see. So yeah, that's really cool too. But yeah, this is a pretty well made photocell control adapter, so I'm glad I got this as well. So this kind of appears to be new old stock. It just doesn't have the original packaging there. But I thought that was really cool too. Let's see. Next up is a Sylvania Bugaway CFL spiral bulb. Of course, I do have the same exact bulb, of course, that I got from the flea market, but I thought it was really cool to find it in the original packaging. So, of course, I did pick up one of the ones that was new old stock, as you can see. So, of course, 800 lumens, 13 watts. Of course, it shows using it in a ceiling fan, because, of course, you can use it in a ceiling fan and an outdoor fixture as well. So, of course, here's the information on this. If you want to pause and read that, you can. And then, let's see here. Here are some Sylvania Nightlight 7 watt incandescent bulbs. These are also vintage ones, as you can see. See if you can kind of see the etch on that. So there's those. And of course, here's the information on these. If you want to pause and read that, you can. So there's that. Next up, we have some GE Energy Smart 100 watt equivalent CFL spiral bulbs. Of course, these are 26 watts. These put out 1750 lumens, so that's really cool. So there's that. Of course, if you want to pause and read that, you can. There's some information on the bottom of those as well. So, of course, these are, here's what the spiral looks like as well. So there's that. So we'll go ahead and close that up. Move those off to the side. And then we'll save those other 2 bulbs for last, because those are really old and those are really vintage. And I thought those were really cool when I found those, because, of course, those are in the older style packaging. So we'll take a look at those next after we look at this. So, of course, here we have a Sylvania Daylight incandescent bulb. Of course, 50, 100, 150. So this is a 3-way incandescent bulb. And of course, here's the brightness levels on this as well. And then, of course, if you want to pause and read that, you can. And now what we'll do is we'll take a look at these. These are very old and very vintage. And as you can see, they're in the older style of packaging. So this is really cool. I also like the older style packaging that Sylvania used on these bulbs, because of course, as you can tell, it has pictures of light bulbs on here, which is really cool. The different bulbs that Philips made, or that Sylvania made. So of course, pre-tested light bulbs, as you can see. And then it talks about Sylvania lights the way. So that's really cool. Let's see if we can get one of these out. So this is kind of more like the GE ones, that GE bulb that I have. So this is really cool. This is actually a very nice world glass bulb. This is actually a little more different of a style of the GE one that I have, but look at that. This is a really cool old vintage bulb. Of course, with the very nice C-shaped filament. So I'm really glad I found these. These are really cool, and these are also new old stock. So there's that. So of course I found 2 of those. And then of course here's the second one, which is the same exact bulb, as you can tell. But yeah, I really like this swirled glass, and it also has a very nice feel to it as well. But yeah. So yeah, that was my finds of the day from the estate sale. So that was the part 2 of the finds of the day from the estate sale. So yeah, there they are. So anyways, thanks for watching, and have a great day.